Well, I come to you on the third day of the 7th month of the year, the Christmas year 2025, from the great state of Minnesota. It is 3:51 p.m. Central when this voice beams out to you, domestic and abroad. May this audio tonight on the video platform find you healthy, wealthy. Tonight we will have shrimp. Then we will go over to Norwood and watch the fireworks in St. Louis Park with the convertible and just look out into and watch them celebrate the birth of America on a hot, muggy night here in fear mongering radio. Tomorrow is the anniversary of my father's death. I will rise tomorrow morning and I will make breakfast for the lovely and talented wife, which will be up probably on the 11th of June or 11th of July, probably, yes. I did some adventuring at lovely and talented nature trail over in Edina, 2 for the Adventure Channel and 4 for this channel. Roll some omelets. On the way home, we'll stop by and get some hollandaise sauce. Tomorrow, I roll omelets like I own the place. I'm feeling alive and well and hungry, delicious, outrageous, and contagious. Horny, too, as well. But I feel like I'm having the time of my life. I got life dicked. Because what I can feel pain. I can see. I can walk. I can talk. Took some time off this afternoon, 2 hours, and did some videoing with the brand new spanking replaced DJI Action 4. It was fun. Happy effing 4th of July. Hope there's plenty more to come. The heat wave is gripping the world, I guess. I was listening to a video today. If the men and women of the armed forces didn't storm those beaches, what America would be. When the brown shirt, September 1st, 1939, decide to invade Poland. But we and many other people, we did get them to capitulate in Berlin. Snap the necks of the Krauts. And we freed the Jews, and I see the hunch bill, the big beautiful bill, got passed. He wants to have some guy who's a denier of the Holocaust, the convicted felon and adjudicated rapist. They will ask for it when they pass away for their behaviors. But it wouldn't, without them, we wouldn't be free. Japan pulled us in, and they capitulated September 2nd, 1945, on the mighty Mo, unconditionally. Oh yes, we are a free nation. For all these men and women of all the wars, people are dying in the deserts, drowning at sea to come here to make America good place to live and be able to work, live here, don't want to work for a living. They live off the government. But we thank these men and women in the armed forces. Who are they? When you celebrate tomorrow, but every day, think of these brave men who have balls the size of basketballs. And oh yes, they do have ovaries the size of oak trees. Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant, the National Guard, Coast Guard, the in and out of uniform. We thank you very, very much for your service to this fine, 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 fine country. Appreciate it. Like I said, we're supposed to end all wars and then we had forgotten war. Vietnam, 52,000, go out the wall sometime, and in silence, look at the people who gave their life or whatever. Desert Storm, Afghan, 12-day war, whatever. All that behavior out there. And the men and women in blue don't like a cop. Simply call your local crackhead. That's all we're asking. Remember, you are your choices in life. My father, who died on July 4th, 1989, told me you are who you run with in life. Pay yourself first. Speak up and speak out. Die on your feet. Don't live on your knees. I will kneel to no king, only the Lord Jesus Christ. If you're going to put a bullet in my head, I'll stand and face you. Never on my knees. We don't worship a king here. We worship the Lord Jesus Christ. I don't run with poor people, but she and their wives know the difference of choice and mistake. If you don't like two men having consensual sex, get it. For me, it's $40 now. If you don't like Hershey Avenue, well, then you can't consume lesbian sex on RedTube, wherever else you go to. That's not a very Christian thing to be doing. It's not. You can't staple a grown-ass man to a fence out there in Wyoming. It's not legal to be gay. I've been labeled the P word by many people. I listened to the judge, truth be told, her Uncle Charlie. He's at the gates of hell, molesting his niece. Sticks in my head. Honor to be an uncle to many people and role model many young children that are now in their 30s and 40s. Execute these people, chop their heads off and send their souls to hell. Public hangings. You see something, please say something. That's all we're ever asking. You're going to have sex with the kids, I was out of it. P. Diddy got off, but we'll see how long he goes to jail for. You want to have freak outs, fine, make sure it's all consensual. Have a Jeffrey and Espin lovely and talented island, but everything is consensual. You have had it, but no, none of this behavior, children, please. It's a condom, I said. Prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. Okay? Prevent all the behavior. Okay? Thank you so much. Prevent that sex as young. You want to be the father of the child? Put it on. Thank you so much. This weekend, be driving around, drinking alcohol. I get it, even smoking geek, marijuana. Don't drink and drive. Don't smoke dope and drive. Oh, we're asking. Just call some Mercer. Call Casey Grits. Call Carl. I see my boy, old man, is out there in Williamson. Hope he goes to, I think, a Slide Rock or Rock Slide. Take the train over to lovely and talented Grand Canyon. We stayed in Flagstaff. We were there the year that Ronald Reagan died. It's the last time we were out there. Hussey did a video on the place I was at with a big hole out there. You have painted desert out there, so congratulations. Somewhere different, not in the moon. Green grass, I tell you, it's forever. But call someone, because you can't go to Canada because you're a convicted felon. Oh, Canada. that 3 people murdered by drunks. They're dead. The people are still alive and well. Thank you. Public service announcement of myself and all the board members of Speculation Sports. We speculate. Damn it. You win. Thank you. But welcome to the show. How the hell are you? Good to hear. Thank you for the listen, the piss and moan, the like, dislike. It's hotter than hell. Some hiking. Did a McDonald's ice cream and called out Carl on this channel for leaving the house and doing something substantial, going old school. Never know, in time it could be the male version of the Huss. Go do something substantial. You can talk about them, but can't be like a wannabe BlindViews. Because tonight, the brown shirts will commence in Pennsylvania. He'll read the chat room, giggle like a little kid. Head will go back and forth. He'll talk about Tater, the obsession of the bussy. I guess overheated, I guess. Timmy will come up. Whatever they say in the room, he will repeat. Let's see, you guys. Come in from. You got California, Minnesota, New York, Vermont, Pennsylvania, Florida, Michigan, South Carolina, Ohio, Texas. Minnesota is St. Cloud, 1, 2, 3, Minneapolis and Rosemont. Idaho is Meridian once. Los Angeles, Fremont is California 21 times. Texas is Cedar Park once. Florida, Cocaine City, Osceola once. South Carolina, North Augusta once. Thank you, it's new to the show. Vermont is Punta and Newport. Putney is 3 times. Thank you. New York, Smithtown twice. East Norwich and Leventon. Pennsylvania, Altoona, Reading. Oh, the Ohio be Dinah. Michigan is Westland. But yes, Canada, Japan, Spain, India, the Netherlands, United Immigrants, Brazil, Chile, France, United Kingdom, Georgia, Ghana, Indonesia, South Carolina, Malaysia, Poland, Serbia, and Ecuador. What's in Canada? Ontario 9 times, Toronto 5, Georgetown 3, Concord once. Plenty other countries, and I thank you so much. In Japan, OSAKA twice. Thank you. All the foreign, domestic, and abroad that come to my voice over on the sources. It's Chrome, Spotify pays me. My pay was $115 this last month. I appreciate in June. Spotify put a lot of money in there too as well, 21 times. Apple Podcast, iVox, Podtrax, Giovanni, Castbox, Deezer, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Spreaker, and iHeart Radio Network. Oh, it's always good to see all the people that roll the changes. But anyways, man, we'll see if he will call. If he will call KC Grits. Oh, it's just a great day to be alive. Oh, my God. Sat around and scratched my balls. I got like $5,000 worth of stuff I got to scrap next week, just throwing stuff away left and right. It's amazing. Look at these speakers. I'm like, okay. Separate the aluminum, metal, whatever. Dudes, brownies. But kind of a slow week. Place was quarter of people were there. But I was going to leave a little early, but then I got to run out to Egan, and I'm like, fine, got back and went to Burger King, had a double cheeseburger and read the paper and went over to that really cool nature trail over there at Edina. really kind of cool. I did there in the wintertime, a long time ago. I went there, and in the wintertime, just walked through the whole park real quick. It was snowing out, so it was kind of fun, just something to do. So it's called Roseland Nature Trail. It's in Edina. It's right off across town. It was so much fun. I've seen the sign, and there's also a place where in that area over there too as well. In Edina, they've got themselves their own bike trail. I'd go there and get a chance to go there. So it was kind of fun to walk through there. And then on the way back, I did 4 different videos. Get really confused back in there because if you don't know where the hell you're going, but you kind of have the highway. But that was fun to go there and do some videos, and did 2 about 11.5-minute videos for the venture. And this channel I just kept it 8 minutes with the new camera, and it was fun. So I always enjoy doing those, just following a trail. I'm just kind of narrating where I'm going, but it was fun. I mean, they get what they get. I did a 4th of July greeting for this channel, and the other channel will come out tomorrow. Sit on the deck, smoking a cigar. What it means to me is, my father died. Tomorrow we'll go to his grave and pour some Grain-Belt beer in there. She wants to go out to Excelsior ice cream place out there. Go hang out there. But it is what it is. Outlived my father and my brother, who died 12. My sister died 8. So I feel like I got life dicked. But so anyways, I see Jenny Penny is starting to do some more videos, following the Carpetbagger, these 55-minute videos, which, I mean, this is an audio. It's a podcast. I'm talking to you. I've seen people do 3. Nobody likes onions. I will go look once in a while, and he's still obsessed with my boy in St. Cloud, who we used to fight with all the time. I've met him out in St. Cloud, and did a 4.5-hour video bitching about steel-toed tarp show. I go look very rarely to see what the hell he's still obsessed. He lives in Las Vegas. I mean, 4.5-hour live stream bitching about steel-toed tarp show and some golf tournament. I mean, that's just like, that's still real. The obsession of other people. Nobody likes onions. He's just an obsession with steel-toed tarp, who got fired for, being an idiot. He had an easy morning job, an easy gig to be a morning radio show host in any town and have a couple people and just have fun. I could do a morning sports show with somebody and be the third wheel, but what's his name? Imhol. The hell's his first name again? But his lovely ex-wife, sweetheart, had some drug problems. April. Out there, but I met them out there, and I know they're Stoney's sponsor. I don't know why you'd sponsor a podcast where if I'm listening in somewhere out there in Cat, Rhode Island, I can't go to that bar. So again, I'd push the hell's that stuff? We got some. It's a mix. We got it from God, what the hell is that? My mind all of a sudden it just went blank on it. But you can mix it now with water, and we got that stuff the other day from Costco. But we were on the wagon with that stuff. What the hell is that stuff called again? Now all of a sudden, the mind just it went blank on me. What the hell is that stuff? I did a taste test on it the other day, but now you can get it like you can mix it like a Tang. It's really refreshing. I tried this morning. It's really good. But me and the wife were on that going before everybody else was. Celsius. We were drinking that stuff 15 years ago before it was popular. But now you can have like 1 cup at a time. It's really good. Nice cold water. I had some this morning at work. You can buy it now in a packet. It's kind of cool. I like Celsius. I don't like the sparkly stuff, but the stuff they have now, that stuff that with Rockstar is pretty good. It's Cowpote approved. But Yes. Drama, right? So let's talk about barium exposure. So I guess I went a little hard on the beaver, I guess. I don't know. It's not illegal to be gay. I've been called the faggot word. When I was younger, I had long hair. I've been called the P word. It's not illegal to be gay. It is illegal to be the pedophile, which I've been called many, many times. But people who don't like me, that's the first thing they go to. That's their business. That's their problem. Hey, he likes to pick on people. And he didn't go live. Disappointed, and he didn't go. And he kind of did some dirty deleting again. When he did the one there at the casino, which, he gambled away. That's why he got a free weekend, because he gambled away all his, it's free. When they're constantly, you're gambling all away. So Karl called me out in a video, and I don't know. I mean, I'd have quit podcasting years and years ago when I first started on Blog Talk. People call me names and stuff, and, whatever. Sven Johnson, he shall not be named, openly called me a pedophile because there was a kid at this Minnesota State Fair. It was his grandma mom, and the kid went in. He was maybe 6 or 7, and she could have took him into the women's bathroom. So I followed the kid in. I go, use that urinal right there. I helped him walk over, lifted him up, helped him wash his hands, gave the towel, walked on. She was like overwhelmed because she was so scared. So he accused me of being a pedo because I helped a child use a bathroom. I'm like, really? Didn't know that. When you're helping a child, it's like, okay, I coach hockey, I guess all teachers are, I guess. I just, that's the name calling that always goes on when you get in deep in the drama on YouTube. It's the first thing when they get mad at you, and I always had self-reflecting. Hey, me and Sherry had a friend way back when, and our accountant, I don't know, she just kind of disappeared on us. I don't know. She was working for my sister-in-law, and it didn't work out, so she was embarrassed, whatever. Her friend was a gay man. And his gay radar said that because I got along with gay men, that his gay radar, that I was gay, I was going to hurt her. And I lectured him. I said, really? I said, so if I want to if I want to call you a slang or make fun of the way you put your crank, then I'd be a homophobe, right? I said, because I get along with gay men, my gay radar. I said, I feel comfortable, man. It's not a disease. Because I questioned him. I said, how? Because I get along with you. I've been to the gay 90s. I've been to the saloon bar before, the 19 bar. It's right next to that gay park there. I said I've been around. I had a very good friend who died of AIDS in 1991. Very good friend. I knew he was gay, man. I told him when he went to San Francisco to be careful. He said he would, but the guy he was with cheated on him and gave him AIDS and he died. Very good friend of mine. I knew he was gay when he was 15, 16. He could buy. I said, okay, you're gay. That's fine. I didn't care. He was my friend. But I know a lot of gay men, the gay radar that I'm a gay man. No, because I get along with you. I don't care that you put your crank on a man's ass. I mean, if you can't take it, he picks on Sarasota Tim. We're the views. I must be a gay man, I guess. I'm just what I think, and his mannerisms. He's very emotional. And gay men I've known, watch the video of the hand going all over the place. Men are visual, and when they get all emotional, whatever. So he didn't do a live stream, and then so Karl was like dying on his feet, living on his knees. And you can do a live stream, you can do one. I'm not going to be there. I don't care, because it's just like tonight with the brown shirts tonight. What's going to happen is they're going to be there. He doesn't have any original thought like I am right now off the top of my head. I'm talking to you guys. He will respond to what's in the chat room. He's like voice activated. So if you're going to do a live stream on YouTube, which I've done, just like right now, I've done a few, and if someone comes in, I may have a talk conversation. If I have Karl on the phone, I'm paying attention to Karl while I'm talking to him, okay? Chat room can roll through. I don't need someone to do my own effing. I can do my own blocking. I don't need that behavior, okay? You can pretty much look down. Dave will come in and say something stupid. He gets blocked because Dave's an idiot. Dave, 25. But he didn't do a live stream because he's afraid people are going to come in and troll the guy, because he's a grown-ass man who's been a big baby. So it's just like, really? So, I don't know, he's M.I.A. again. He dirty deleted stuff. And acting like a big baby, and the world's coming to a close on his young ass. What's this? You guys are so serious, you don't know how
His grandma's pocketbook and little G's house, and she's out of herself. What? Bear said nasty things. Oh God, there's some people just. There was one who just a word salad. He came on here and just, bitching about. Oh my goodness! There was a major word salad. So, but I do appreciate the one I did, the car one. I had to do that music to it because it had a music in the background, so they were going to block it. So I put music to it, so it would at least go out. The Carl one, hater, that's getting to be, it's getting up to almost 100, which is pretty bizarre. So, but, yes. But, so he was all upset and all frightened. And I got my ass chewed for that. And, I guess, I don't know. I'm not going to really apologize to the guy, but, it's, if you're gonna play that game, he did do something. Head to all. So he did do a happy 4th of July. We're happy for him. Good for him. So he did a quick little thingamajig there. So congratulations. He's come out of the thing. Call the show. Barium Exposure. Wish us all happy, lovely and talented 4th of July for Barium Exposure. But it's just too bad he didn't do a live stream. That he thinks that I'm going to come in and troll the guy when I'm in bed by 8 o'clock. Tonight I was going to stay up and we're going to enjoy the fireworks in St. Louis Park. And it is what it is. But I just think it's kind of embarrassing for his behavior to act like the world's coming to an end. That he can't handle, a little ribbing, whatever, and, I guess I went too hard on the guy. I guess, I'm not going to apologize. I just, it's like, it's just, he can't handle it. You're going to be critical of somebody, which I've been on this video platform. I get it right back, but I'm sure not going to accuse him of something illegal. I'm sure not going to lay the pee on the man. Not a chance. Would never do that kind of behavior. It's just, you want to take a run at Tim and and have your opinion on people, and I'm as good as Carl out and about doing something substantial, running around. I saw the video; it was pretty good. Taking had a lot of nice. I love dogs, so he was like right up my alley. So I know it's a lot of people going to watch Carl's stuff. Isn't what he usually does, and it's again, you die on your feet. My adventure channel, some get 30. Some will get to 100 in this channel. The audios will maybe break 100 down the road. That's great. I'm not monetized yet. I have like 96 subs to go. I've slowly grown the channel. I'm putting up some fun videos whenever I get a chance. Every other day, 8 minutes. I've been doing these videos, just kind of small little videos. You guys walk the woods. Once today, I was a really cool place. I went to that nature place. It's really, really cool. I'm really glad I saw that sign. I went there last week and just kind of walked in a little, looked around. I want to come over here. It was slow enough today. I got the camera back and I was able to do a shitload of videos on one battery. And then I put another battery in at McDonald's, had some ice cream, and talked about Carl in the car. So I love my GoPro, but I love this DJI Pocket. The Action 4 is just a great camera. And I use my Pocket 2 once in a while, but my go-to one is the Action. And the GoPro, indoors, maybe a car show or something. I go into the auto shows with that. I can control the heat on that. I can do 3 at a time. And I don't think I do the state fair this year. When I go, I'll bring it for pictures and something. We'll go to the state fair and I take pictures and I put them up my Facebook. And I use it for my calendar that I make for myself. A lady I used to work with, and my sister likes my calendar where I go. And winter ones, I take pictures of trees are down, like the roots and stuff, and that's all I do with my GoPro and whatever else. If we go somewhere, I'll probably take the GoPro with me tonight and take pictures of it. We'll see how it does when we're out there. We'll turn it on and take some pictures and see how it works out, and then put in the calendar too as well. But no, Barium Exposure got all bitter, all upset and all frightened. And it was at his an anniversary thing with his wife. And you want to do a live stream? I don't care. I've done live stream before from my whatever at the airport, and kind of a small for fun. I usually delete those ones. Are just kind of for fun. Done a few in St. Martin, but nothing special. But I did a couple. I think I did an NFL one when I was in St. Martin. But I mainly just make content, but I don't do a lot of live streaming on YouTube. I've done a few. When I do this live stream, the IPs it goes all over the country. I'm an old school podcaster. I'm off the top of my head. Let the music run through my head. A lot of new podcasts now are getting commercialized in the middle of the video on YouTube. Oh, by the way, this is brought to you by blah 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 blah. There's one guy who did a hiking video for an hour and didn't say a word, just kind of walked around. I'm like, well, okay. And then there was some guy I happened to see, I met Jake the carpetbagger or whatever, and he didn't really talk. I'm like, okay, explain where the hell you're at. I mean, the Huss can overtalk, and I get it, that's the Huss. But, same thing with what's her name is real good at, what the hell's her name again in front of a Huss, the other young lady, which I've always promoted. I always say, she's in a schoolie now. Wandering Gypsy's real good at explaining where she's at. Kind of what Karl did today, explaining where he was at and showing pictures of towns. I thought it was really a great video. It's good for him to, take my advice and say, hey, I get talking about Sarasota, Tim. You can't pigeonhole yourself. And if people don't like it, that's too bad. My stuff, my adventure channel, 1 minute's walking through a cemetery, the Cowpote Adventure channel, or I'm at a car show, or I'm walking somewhere, I'm on a rail fanning, I'm walking on railroad tracks, whatever it is, that's what I'm doing, going to the RV show, going to the sportsman show, showing people stuff, promoting things I think would be kind of cool. I'm far from being the Daily Woo who's in Paris or a carpetbagger every single day. I do feel sorry for people that just think they need to make money on YouTube, and they're subsidized by people. And the Huss is big time subsidized. Her latest vehicle, the guy met her at the car dealership, meaning he helped her buy the damn new truck. Carpetbagger gets money, and Jenny Penny now is all of a sudden putting out videos because they need money because they get married, right? I listened to a documentary on Keep Behind the Camera of how it all started, and now he's slowly down below. He's down below like 70,000, and I would firmly say the Huss is growing more than he is, and she's always wanted to get more and more popular and try to work with somebody above her. But the Wonder Hussy name and her history is her history. I mean, I think it'd be fun to do something with, but obviously she's well out west, and it just wouldn't. I'm a nobody, Only with her I happen to run into her. But yeah, it's good to see that behavior. So let's look at Keep Behind the Camera. Let's see where his views are going these days. I always like looking. Keep Behind the Camera. Let me see. She slept with my father. Yeah, okay, 58,000 Tina D. And that I wouldn't be surprised. That's true, but that's just another thing. That was 3 days ago at only 58,000. What does that tell you? Okay, and let's look at the Wonder Hussy. Okay, let's see what she's doing these days. Okay, her numbers look pretty good. I think this lately. She's doing stuff out in Beyond the Bush. The one that she's blah blah blah. That one. That's all about just a filler video. And then Torn Between Two Lovers was she should go to. That's another filler video. And she had Rescue from the Bush. Run around. So, but Into the Bush, and she Down and Out in Death Valley. That's at 121,000 because that was should she bail out of that? So she's a lot of that's just filler stuff. But I get it. So good to see her growth and going up. It's not an easy thing on YouTube trying to make it. It's not easy at all. Trying to make it on this video platform. And it's good to see Karl leaving the house. Ding-a-ling is doing his behaviors, where the hell he's doing, trying to fill the void, I guess. So, I don't know. Let me see somewhere. A lot of responses of late. Good job, I like listening to watching you cooking. I agree, as soft as cotton. I agree, Barium as soft as cotton. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I know. So you guys really don't know what non-compass mentis is? It's a grandma's LR Gamma's pocketbook. G. Louise. She for herself likes to wear a halo, but very, very sad, old nasty thing. Oh, there's one on here, this long word salad. I'm like, Jesus. It was Mangloid M2. Just long ass. I mean, Jesus. I'm like, holy balls, the size of basketballs. I'm like, my God. But I'm like, okay, it's a long ass goddamn video, but yeah, I'll have on the 19th. I will do it'll be June. Let me see, July. Let me see here now. Yeah, 19th. I will do the cooking video. Then the 21st, 23rd, and 27th will be the what do you want to call that? Nature trail. But yeah, good old Barium exposure. Couldn't handle the pressure. Afraid that I was going to come in and say nasty things. Only lean and listen, young man. Lean way in. I don't do a lot of live streams. I'm sure you're not going to be at the BlindViews either. But you got me blocked in the first place. There's no reason to come to your live stream. I'm not going to go in there and start saying stuff. If you can't handle it, then delete the channel and leave. Or mix it up and do something like lovely and talented Karl leaving the house and doing something more substantial. Because Dingling will, New York Diane Morning and Mighty Python and BlindViews, no matter what he says, will continue to talk about him. And if I'm what's his name, Sarasota Tim, I would simply just say, hey man. But so now I've made some changes. Mike back to doom and gloom. So okay, tonight he's got Tater in there, and he's gonna have Mike back to doom and gloom. So he'll talk about his two favorite haters. Because like I said about BlindViews, they come for the hate. That's what they come for. They come for him to talk about hatred. Okay? They don't want to hear about Bunny Plays Here. They don't want to hear that stuff. They don't care about that stuff. I know that Karl was going to do that, but when I was talking about Karl, and even if it's Barium exposure and it's dingling and New York Dan, it's like when you become a one-trick pony, I can talk about sports. I did my NFL one. They get some nice views. I love talking sports. I can talk drama, but I can also talk about I read, travel, meet people, and understand what's going on about Iran, and this big, beautiful bill came through, and people lose their health insurance. And these people will, it's just, with the way that America's running right now, who has a gold sets the price, and there'll be a lot of cuts, and then the ballless people that are up on the hill, the women are just too gutless to stand up to the convicted felon and adjudicated rapist. But, it is where the big, beautiful bill made it. He'll sign it, and they're going to cut insurance on people and, SNAP and whatever else. Can't even take care of our own people in this country. But a lot of people that I just don't really care. They don't care. But I don't know. It's one of those wing things. It's the way it goes, man. You know what I'm talking about, huh? But I thought for sure, Casey Grits a call. Let's call Karl. Let's call Karl. I talked to him this morning.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the show.
What's up?
Not much. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah. Happy weekend.
I see your little brother, Barium Exposure, did do a greeting for 4th of July.
You did a what?
A little greeting. Happy 4th of July.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So
I don't know if I'm subscribed to him or not.
I don't need to be to go find him. But he did do a happy for. He is from the dead. He didn't die at the blackjack table or anything. So,
Well, that's good. I hope you had a good time.
I hope he did too as well. So
Yeah.
we don't want to piss him off so much he disappears with like a fart in the wind.
Yeah, we're not all mean haters.
I
We want
know.
people to have a good time. We want Ziggy to drink as much as he wants and smoke if he wants.
Correct. Because tonight your uncle will be live tonight. And he's got Tater and the other guy in the brown shirts tonight. We'll be talking about his two favorite haters.
Oh yeah, it's Thursday.
Yeah, it's the brown shirts tonight. We'll be in the building.
Oh, let's go show up, see what's going on.
Right, so they're going to be live here momentarily. So you think I was a little hard on Barium Exposure?
He doesn't go on. Yeah, well, I think you go a little hard on everybody, but that's just me.
Right.
But that's just you. So
I did do a video. It's coming out on you eating ice cream, congratulating you going old school YouTube. I was impressed. It was a good video where you have the pictures. I like dogs, so you showed the towns. There's a guy I saw one time, something like you did. He would he would show pictures of stuff and he would talk. It was a long time ago. He did a very good. He did what you did. He would talk. He would go somewhere and he would show pictures. And then sometimes talk, but he did a lot of picture stuff, and he would explain stuff as it went along. He was very good at what he did. So that was.
Yeah, I thought I'd try something different.
That was good. I mean, it's kind of with the wonder how she does, but she's talking as she's explaining, but you're putting pictures up and you're explaining what you're doing. So that was good. I mean, hey, it was impressive. You did a good job. You went old school, man. That was good to see you try something substantial instead of,
Yeah, it's fun to be more creative.
Yeah, because once you get, if you go to the one where I ripped on, you said you want to be the next BlindViews, There's one person that did this long, word salad on you. This long complaining about you. I'm talking 2 paragraphs.
Oh, where they write a book?
I'm dead serious. You go, the one I said I was in the car that you want to be the next BlindViews, it was like,
yeah.
It was just, the response down below are better than the video.
Yeah, we always joke, you're turning my comment section into a book.
It was hilarious. The guy did it twice. It was just hilarious to complain, not being mean, just bitching about you losing a job, whatever else. It was just like, Jesus. I get it, man. It's not somebody that doesn't have anything better to do. It's just going to make a comment down below and just talk. You're sitting in front of that video and you're just talking. You're typing this in. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, when I get those, I always take a while to think about them, because if someone went to all that time to write all that out, I don't want to just give a flippant response.
Right. I read it and I got home and I sat back and read it and I just like, wow.
I have to take a look at
It's like a word salad. It's the one that I was sitting in the car saying you want to be the next BlindViews, busting your nuts. Yeah. It was absolutely hilarious. The person came back, did 2 of them. It was just, you get a chance to read it, you're like, it's like, you feel like they're writing you a novel. It was like a novel.
Yeah. And sometimes people will come at me hard, and then there'll be 5 comments before I respond where people are defending me.
I know. Yeah, it's like, I think you're a grown ass man. But
it's not. It's nice.
Right.
People sticking up for me.
No one sticks up for me. Okay, there's no reason. No one sticks up for me. No.
Yeah, it's some lady that came on me hard about said I was gaslighting people because, like, my dogs are barking, and she's like, "Well, what about your neighbors? Your neighbors are probably all pissed off." And I'm like, I really only have one neighbor. It's the dude above me, and he works second shift.
She said that because your dogs are barking?
Yeah. And then she's like, "Oh, you're just gaslighting people, you know, or whatever." And I'm like, what's the dude that lives above me? Sometimes he's like doing remodeling at 2 a.m.
That's just somebody who's trying to gaslight you, trying to trigger you. They want you.
And I'm like, I don't get up and knock on his door and say, "Hey, why are you hammering shit at 2 a.m?" I just put in earplugs.
We can hear the dogs bark once in a while in the neighborhood. I don't care. You know, I don't. You know, I used to. The next name was an Asian guy, and one night he's out there 8 o'clock, and he's doing his push lawnmower in the dark. He's a nice man, but he's out there doing his lawn in the front yard. You know, he's a very smart guy. But he just doesn't have the common sense once in a while, you know. And he whenever I help with something, he always brings me food. Like when I had the bus pick him on the right spot, they brought me over fresh egg rolls for like 2 weeks straight to thank me. You know, I helped him.
Oh yeah, someone mows their lawn at 6 a.m. on a Saturday. You know.
But this was in the evening. He's doing the push. I'm like, you know. He's out there doing and then I helped shovel his driveway when he first moved in. I got him a snowblower and he was like overwhelmed. I'm like, just calm down. It's called neighborly. My dad did this all the time. Mr. Dvorak, who passed away, he loved to do people's driveways because he was bored. He had.
Do you have any roosters that are in earshot of you?
We have chickens up the street.
But roosters?
No, just chickens.
Oh, okay.
You can hear them kind of, but not really. They lay eggs. One got eaten by a raccoon.
No, the roosters are annoying.
Right. Well, we were in St. Martin. There were a shitload of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can be annoying to live with roosters.
Right.
If you're just out in the country and you hear them, "Arr, arr, arr," you know, it's kind of fun. But
yeah, well,
it's like, can you imagine that being all day, every day? I'm like, no.
Well, in St. Martin, they're all over the place. You're walking down the main street and you see them walking along, and they're chucking and everything else. That's in St. Martin. You know, they just what they do. They walk around, but. So what's the plan of action for after I busted your balls? What's the plan of action for your channel? I mean, what do you plan on doing?
I don't have any plan of being a BlindViews person, as you can tell, because that video, you know, the one video I did, I'm walking on the trail, and the other video I'm doing a voiceover on the photos.
Yeah, I think the photo one was cool. That's because you're kind of just kind of showing.
I had a bunch of comments that people liked it.
Of course, because it's something new, and what you're doing, you're educating them. Again, you're educating them about what's going on. That's the beauty of what you're doing. You're showing people stuff. You know, the water tower, and you're showing that, and then you're explaining the little towns. You got some dogs in there. You know, that's a people like. You know, that's
that Spoon River. It's right on the Spoon River, and there's a bar for sale.
Yes,
There's only 500 people, and it's off the highway. It's not on the highway.
See,
so you'd go out of business unless people just were coming to see you.
Yeah, well, yeah. And again, if you were a small bar like that, maybe you have like hot dogs or something, some kind of a small little, you know, stuff on the side or something, but have a good atmosphere. People will come to it. You know, you want to make it, you know, a nice little place. You can have pizzas and hot dogs, whatever, you know, and have something good. You know, a small town bar is fun.
Yeah. So I'm like, it would be cool, but I don't know.
One thing about having a bar like that, it's like you got to check. You know, there's always somebody. Just like having a liquor store, got to check IDs. You know what I'm saying? That kind of behavior. You know, it's like having a bar in the city. Someone has an extra beer and they get an accident, it's your fault. Even though they walk out, they seem fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you got to be there all the time, or your employees steal your blind.
Correct. Absolutely. It's like having a red restaurant. I mean, it's easy at the concept of having a restaurant. You can have a family-style restaurant. You can have non-alcoholic beer, but you got to be there. You got to be the maitre d'. You got to have good food. And now the cost of labor, a lot of restaurants here in Minnesota are closing in St. Paul. You know, so
yeah.
Because it's just the downtown atmosphere, And and I was reading an article, I drive by that all the time, Hiawatha, 46th and Hiawatha, the Blue Line, there's all kinds of crime there because it's just in a shitty area right there. The crime rate there off of Hiawatha, because there's a trail that leads to the light rail, so the criminals will follow that trail and they defecate in people's yards and people are crime ridden there off the light rail, Yeah. Because the crime rate's out. It's too bad. Downtown St. Paul, a lot of restaurants like, hey, we can't handle the downtown. That's why me and you open a restaurant tomorrow. We're going to do it in the suburbs somewhere, not in downtown Minneapolis or St. Paul. Somewhere in Minnetonka, Golden Valley, on the border of the city where people can drive to it. Downtown, unless it's a breakfast nook, so people can have breakfast, and that's about it. But it's a shame to see these restaurants closing. Because this generation, they don't eat out anymore. They don't. This new generation, they don't go to restaurants like me and you would go to. Everything is DoorDash.
Yeah. You got to have a hook, like, someone's grandma and her 100-year-old recipes from
right. Well, it got to be. Speaking of that, I had a lot of time to read a lot of stuff during the week because it was slow. I mean, I had one busy day, and diners and Triple D, Diners Dash, whatever that one was called, the diners. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Diners, Drive-In and Dive. Yeah.
So if me and you had a restaurant, let's say, he has all these rules to come to your restaurant. And they shut it down while he does all the behavior. I'm like myself going, okay, if me and you were doing that, I don't think you need all these special rules. You can come, you can still film and make it simple, and you want the restaurant to open up. And I get it. You want stuff to be homemade, but you don't need to have 2 days of shutting down a restaurant and losing money and then throwing away food because he decides how good it is. And then they pick your restaurant, they come, and you better be ready for them. And they have to remodel and stuff, and they spend a lot of money, like $30,000 to have them come. And you better hope you get that original kick in the restaurant. But then it's like I could do that without all the BS of making you and your wife put all this money out to have them come. You want to come to my restaurant? You can come to my restaurant, but I'm not bells and whistles, and I don't care. You can come.
There was a breakfast place in Springfield that we went to only because he had been there, and it's one of those things where they didn't need him. And,
I wouldn't do it.
And when their menu says "eat it and beat it," they got great food.
Right. Well, I know they went to where your over 50 girl went to. They went to the Juicy Lucy she went to. He's been to the Juicy Lucy 5'8". He was also to the Juicy Lucy where she went to. The hell's that restaurant called? She was at. I drive by it all the time. Whatever it is, off a Cedar. It's a Juicy Lucy. He was there too as well. It's a smile, but I can do what he does without inconveniencing the restaurant. It's just I don't think it's that tough. Make sure with the recipe, we're gonna roll in there. We're going to walk in the kitchen. We're going to walk around, talk to people in the kitchen and in the restaurant, and we'll get it done in one day. We don't need to shut the place down and make all this food and throw it away.
Yeah.
It was a good article about the rules they have to abide by for him to come.
Yeah, I know. It's
and I'm like,
crazy.
Really?
Hey, 50's moving into a new house.
Who?
Or a new apartment.
Oh, that's right. I saw the title. I just saw the title. I saw it come through. Where is she moving to an apartment?
Yeah, I just listened to it. I didn't get to watch it.
Okay. Well, good for her.
But she says she likes it. She's got to get a couch and a microwave, so she's building back up all that stuff that she got downsized to.
Well, good for her. That's good to see that she's going to do that. I know that she was looking for one. She's still. I've seen videos come through. She's done like three or four bikes. She continues to do these bike videos.
Yeah, and they barely crack 1,000.
So I don't know. What,
I haven't watched. I don't
care about. I don't subscribe to electrical bikes as cheating. Like the trail you were walking on, they come by my house. They whip by on bikes. They cruise by. They fly by. I mean, I get the electrical bike to a point, the slower ones, but some of these ones go 25 miles per hour, and it's cheating. To me, if me and you go biking, we're going to pedal our little fat asses off. We're going to go biking somewhere.
Well, there is someone talked to me about it. There is a law. I never looked it up, but if you have so many watts, then it's not considered a bicycle and it has to be licensed.
Well, it should be. Some of them,
like a moped.
I mean, there are people that fly down this trail. I'm talking, they're going 25 and they're whipping. And
I don't think people do it. Just like little John boats are supposed to have numbers on them, but a lot of people don't buy them.
Correct. I get electrical to like a small little helping one, like it goes like 5 miles per hour. But I'm the kind of guy, get my bike, we get the tires ready to go, we go biking down the trail, we'll bike into Hopkins or somewhere. And I did a couple of those biking videos that I did both directions. That was a lot of work, man. I mean, biking down there, that was a lot of work. But it was fun to do the videos. Whatever they went, they got. It was fun to bike my ass down there and do it, for the channel. So.
Yeah.
But,
I think they got to be licensed if they're a certain amount.
Yeah, but some don't. And then who do you see about if your wife gets
Nobody's going to do it.
Right, and I guarantee they'll have insurance. So if your wife gets run over, who's she going to see about that? What insurance company?
No, you want to make sure you tackle the dude and get it
right. But my point is, your wife gets run over, who are you going to sue? He doesn't have anything to sue. They don't. It's like you can sue all you want, but
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of behavior going on. I get that, but
and then it's going to get the trail shut down because then you'd have to sue the
city,
whoever's maintaining the trail.
Correct. So I mean, it's a fun trail. It goes all the way to the Almighty Mighty, which I bike. The other one goes all the way down to Chaska, which I bike. It's a great trail, and it's paved after it on the other side when it gets into Hopkins. So.
But you're aware of the danger, so you can't just be walking down daydreaming.
Right, I understand, but sometimes you're going that fast. You better pay attention when the hell you're going.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. I understand. There's dangers to drive around your car. I mean, you're all equal footing, but when you're walking on a walking trail and you come whipping by me at 15, 20 miles per hour. I think who's got more speed, me or you? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
and you get those people on your left, and the person doesn't know their left from their right.
Correct. Right. No, I know. I do a lot of biking. I have my little bell, bing, 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 bing on your left. I give them a lot of room. So, yeah. Anyways. So you have not listened to Timmy at all?
If I'm watching Ray or I'm watching Dinger and they play him, I see him.
Right.
But I haven't clicked on his video and watched it myself.
Right.
And I unsubscribed from him, and he only one time came up in my feed.
Who?
Sarasota Tim.
Sarasota Tim.
BlindViews hasn't come up in my feed at all.
Yeah, he did a video in which I talked about. It's been a while. It's been under a little over a week the last time I talked about the guy. So don't act like it's been a month and a half. You know what I'm saying?
But every day it just gets easier. And then like if I'm watching Dinger or Ray and they're playing him, I'm like even kind of sick. I want to click off.
Yeah, I know. It's
Dinger I would. Ray is just funny. I love her laugh and I love her sense of humor.
I understand.
I would never date her.
No, I couldn't do it.
I find her funny.
My God, a car with a K. Let's go walk on the beach together. Oh my God, let's go down to the beach together.
I mean, but if we were having dinner and just chatting, I could.
I'd rather date morning. Miss Vicky, she'd be a hoot. She'd be more fun. I think she'd be.
Yeah, if I was gonna have a relationship, at least
she'd be a hoot. I think she'd be a lot of fun. She seems like a good shit. I mean, I think
I don't even care about NASCAR, but she makes me a little interested in
NASCAR. NASCAR's fun. I follow it in the paper. I used to love it, but all this behavior, the way they do stuff is just the way it's done now. I've always said, if you're going to go to a NASCAR, go down to Arizona. It's the best place to see NASCAR because it's a mid-sized track, and you can see the whole track. And then when you go there, the whole weekend, it's the RVers are just, it's a whole different. I mean, I think Tater was at a show one day, and he showed all the Walmart brings in a store. There's about maybe about 400 RVers, and it's just this big area full of people. So I get NASCAR. It's more fun to watch live because you can feel it and you can smell it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I was with my brother out there twice. We were right at the finish line, and we had a great time the whole weekend. I got the yellow box where I can hear the guys talk. So NASCAR is fun because the people watching, I don't drink, the people watching is outrageous. I mean, they spend money, it's 4 wide and 10 deep on these haulers. They're selling stuff. I mean, they're still selling seniors stuff. They're still selling his number. They're still selling his stuff.
You see where Old Man Nation got off the moon? And he's in elevation. He's in the woods now.
He's up in Williamson, and I typed out. I hope he goes to he takes the train to the Grand Canyon, because we've been to Williamson. We were in Flagstaff back when Reagan died. Right, we were in Flagstaff for the whole week. And the Huss did a video on that place I was at where it was a big hole there. What do you want to call it? What the hell she did the video on that? I don't know what it was called, but she did a video at that place. I was there where she was at a long time ago. She was, and the painted desert there. And I hope he's not that far from Slide Rock Park, Rockside or Slide Rock. We were there for vacation. That's a cool place. It's not too far away. But right now, I guaranteed it's full of families. Because we were there in February and it was not a lot of people. So he's not too far up from Sedona, which is a great town where he's at. So it's a beautiful area, because we went there for the day. We parked our car, and you can take a train from Williamson to the Grand Canyon on a train, and then you hang out at the Grand Canyon, take it back.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. But we were there the year Ronald Reagan died. We were buying a bear that's outside our house. This is welcome. And I was in the car, and she went in to pay for it. They shipped it to us, and they came across the radio. He passed away. So that's how long ago we were out there when he died. It's a nice area. I mean, Arizona is. See, if I lived in Arizona where he is now, I live there, because they have a change of season up there. You get some snow. It doesn't get overly bad. It's a change of season. It's green grass, and you still have the good tax base, and you're close to Vegas if you want. We drove to that town on the border in Vegas. I can't remember what that town is called. It's right on the river there, the Colorado. That river. I can't remember what that town is called. It's a gambling town.
Boulder?
No. It's in Nevada. It's right on the border of the river there. I can't remember what it's called now, but the guy from Minnesota started that town. It's a gambling town, and it's right across the river.
Lofton?
Yes, Lofton. There's a Home Depot. It's funny. There's a Home Depot across the river on the other side. The other town on Arizona wasn't smart enough to have their own casinos, so you could take a boat across the river, the Colorado, to the other side, Arizona, and there's a Home Depot over there. But we went there for the day, and I played some dollar blackjack, watched NASCAR and the Twins, and I think we made enough money, she did, to pay for our lunch there, and I think enough to gas. We kind of broke even. We had fun. Because they have that one casino there that I think is blocked off. It looks like a boat. It's a wooden boat, and it's been blocked off. It's unsafe.
Yeah,
I think it's called the Colorado Bell or something it's called, but it's like a wooden structure, and it's a casino, but it's knocked off. I think it's totally blocked off. But Laughlin was fun. I mean, we were there for the day. Nice ride down. So he's in a nice area. It's beautiful up there in Flagstaff. We were there for a whole week. That's where we stayed for a whole week. We stayed in the Embassy Suites. We went to that painted desert. We went down to Slide Rock Park, and we went where he was at Williamson. So it's a nice place he's at. He's not on the moon. It's green grass. So I saw the video. I'm glad for him.
Yeah, it's cool.
So.
Yeah, he said he's got his thing, if you want to call him, his Starlink.
Oh, I can call him?
Yeah.
Should I call him right now?
Yeah, he says he got his Starlink so he can get phone calls.
All right, here we go. I'm going to call him right now. Don't go away. Here we go. trying to call him.
Mark at 53.
Nope. Yep, he came on, but it was his answer machine. So I had to. He was going to start saying his number, so I had to hang up. So now who knows? Well, maybe he'll call back. We'll see what happens. But he's in a great. Like I said, we were there for a whole week. Like I said, when Reagan passed away, and great areas at Flagstaff reminds you of Bloomington, Minnesota. They've got a college there. You get to change the seasons, but you still have the tax. The tax thing is pretty cheap in Arizona. It's pretty cheap living. I mean, but you don't have all that heat. You're above the line, so you don't get so much heat where he's at. So no, it's a nice area where he's at. It's beautiful. I mean, Sedona. We were there for we did our vacation to watch the Super Bowl Sunday. We drove up from Arizona to Las Vegas, and then we drove back down, and then we spent we drove up to Sedona, went to I think it's Rock Slide or Slide Rock Park or whatever it was, and it was easy to walk around because no one was there. When it's hot, it's full of people. It's full. Yeah,
like Tater, and then if you're at elevation, it doesn't get as hot.
Right. Yeah.
And then if you want the heat in the winter, you can drive down lower.
Right. It's Elko, Nevada. I looked one day if I was retired at Nevada. That's a mid-size, not too bad. It's like Hussey moved from Las Vegas to California, which I don't know why you would do that. And she's in the desert, but that we went from a no-tax state to a major liberal state. That made no sense. Now she's wondering if she should go back, but I lived in Tennessee is a nice place because they have no state tax. And you can live so you can drive down. If you want to go on a cruise, you can drive to Florida and go on a cruise if you want. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
Arkansas is inexpensive. Speaking of you and your video, I don't know if it was what was his name? Oh God, not T-Mobile, but Mobile, whatever his name is. He or somebody else did like what you did. He went through Alabama and Arkansas, all these small towns, and he kind of did like 12-minute videos taking pictures of certain towns and explaining as he went along. He did like 15. It was pretty good. He did a whole Arkansas and Alabama ride through like different videos, so like 20 of them. It was pretty fun. It was pretty good. He went to these small towns, showed the water towers, like you said, explained the towns he went through. It was good. Mobile Instinct. He's really good. If you watch him, you'll get it. He's very, very good at what he does. Mobile Instinct. He'll do some really informational. He's kind of like Wonder Hussy, but he's annoying. But he's like her or Side Like Adventures. He will tell you where he's at and explain things to you. You know what I'm saying? So he's real good at that. I like Mobile Instinct. I've been watching a long time, but someone will pop up once in a while. Very, very, very good at what he does. You know. Same thing with Sidetrack Adventures. He does a weekly video, and he's really good. So another one I like is Forgotten History. He's a Marine, and he talks about old history, kind of like it's history, you know. I was listening to a video today in my ear about how America would be if we didn't win, if we didn't storm the beach, if we didn't win. How America would become this, capitulation of Germany, the brainwashing, how America would have turned out if we didn't win. They're very good,
Yeah.
So it was interesting to say the least. But so what's the plan for your channel then? We're kind of going in and out here. I can't hear you. You're in and out there.
What's going on?
You were kind of going in and out on your cell. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there we go. I couldn't really hear you. You were going in and out, so you were becoming to be unruly there. So anyways, but so what's the plan? I mean, are you going to start doing more of that stuff, or what's the deal?
I don't know. It's day by day.
Okay.
I don't really have a plan.
I love that you're a rail fan. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, there's still a track right next to it.
Yeah, I know. I walk on the ride. See, I pimped and prostituted Hobo Shoestring when he died. And there's one, I have 19,000 views on it. It's one of my bigger videos. I did a rest in peace. I played taps, then I walked on the railroad tracks and talked like I cared about the guy. That's got 19,000 views. That was pretty funny.
Because the path I'm on used to be the tracks.
Correct.
And then there's some tracks next to it. I thought you were going to bust my balls. I'm not really rail fanning if you're not actually walking on the track.
I know. Well, I'm not really rail fanning either. I'm just walking the railroad tracks. I mean, rail fanning is like where you show the train and you explain it. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy here in Minnesota that does a really good job at that. That's rail fanning. Me and you are just joking around. That's
okay.
No, that's okay. I don't care. I do the same thing because you're going to get more. If you hashtag rail fanning in there, you will get people, because rail fanning, there's that one guy. If you want to watch good rail fanning, go watch Distant Signal. He's down in Florida. He's really good.
Well, where I'm at, 20 miles north of me, there's a set of 2 tracks that goes east and west, and they are just humongously long trains, that are just going east and west across the United States.
Right.
And it's fun, it's fun if you hit a train like that, you can just show it, because it's like, it's like 8 minutes long.
Correct. So I know a lot of people
traveling at full speed.
Because a few people I've seen, they'll just show the train, but they won't say where it's going. Where the guy here in town, he does all the videos, he does all the stuff with his drone in Minnesota. So I know where he's at, but he knows the locomotives. He'll say this was a locomotive that was built blah 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 and da da da, and he knows everything about trains and does a really good job. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I would say about his channel, he has it in numbers, so it's not like I can say Distant Signal about my guy in Florida. And the way he has a number on it, it's like it should be something, just like I always say with a podcast. Don't name it after yourself. Make it simple so Google can find it. Google doesn't speak Ebonics. You know what I'm saying? You could call your podcast Karl Speaks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's very simple to find. That's like fear-mongering radio. You type it in, speculation sports, you find it. Now, I've told people before, they'll have like 5 words all run together. Google can't find that. You want to make, Google's your friend, bitch boy radio. You can type that in and it comes up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you want to make your YouTube easy to find. That's why I changed it to the Cowpote Explorer. Just what I'm exploring, effing around, the adventure channel. So, whatever,
Yeah.
But I'm doing another cooking one tomorrow. I'm going to make the almond tomorrow morning. We're going out to watching the 4th of July things in St. Louis Park. I'll get some hollandaise sauce. I love it when I go to the Perkins over there in Hopkins and I walk in. I go, I want a side of hollandaise sauce. What? All I want is a side of hollandaise sauce. What for?
I saw you buy it in a video once.
And I'm like, what's the big deal? It's just this long pause. I'm like, I want a side of hollandaise sauce to go.
Yeah.
It's like this long pause. Okay, it's $1. One time she just gave it to me like out of fear. I go, I'll just take it. I'm like, okay. One lady charged me $1.10, which is fine. One chick charged me 50 cents. It's like, and you don't need to microwave it. Just give it to me. What do you want for it? Because I'm going to roll an almond in the morning. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just this. The look on her face is like I'm asking if she's a virgin. My favorite the other day, I get a lot of $2 bills at the airport, and I have 50-cent pieces, a bunch from Vegas. So the bill was $2.47. So I give her the $2 bill, the Holiday gas station, the 50-cent piece. And I go, thanks. She goes, wait a minute. I go, what? She goes, what's this? And I go, what do you mean, what's this? What's this bill? And the 50-cent piece. She calls the guy over, and she goes, that's legit, tender. And I go, who trained this woman? She's like about 25 years old. She didn't know a $2 bill was a 50-cent piece.
I could see that.
No, Carl, don't haul past it. You're a 25-year grown-ass woman. You should know you're tender. You should know you're tender.
No, not a 60-year-old man, but a 25-year-old lady.
But still, man, you should know you're tender when you're doing that job. Don't haul past it, man. You should know that. A guy, the Holiday gas station guy I talked to for Broadway, he knows fake 20s by just looking at him. He shows me all the time. He goes, someone tried to pass this to me the other day. He knows his money, But it's I couldn't believe it. She didn't know it. And Tom Bernard did a thing on that. Some guy wrote an article into to KQ, and he was going to pay with a $2 bill because he had $100, and the guy wouldn't take it. He called the security guard over, and he goes, all I have is $100. Oh, I'm not going to open the safe for this guy standing. You could probably type in KQ92 and the $2 bill and probably get it on YouTube. It's a great the way he reads it. The guy had no idea what the $2 bill was. It was an epic read. The way Tom Bernard read that, probably type in KQRS $2 bill. It's got to be out there. They're not. KQ92's 9/11 call is out there. That's the best call. That's when 9/11 happened. Their call was epic. Oh, they're live during the attack, and they went. It was epic call. That's in the Hall of Fame, the Radio Hall of Fame. Their call on 9/11. But no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, when I was at the bus company, they're just like, "Why don't you have Cash App?" And they're like, "Well, that's how I pay you to if I need something. Just Cash App it to you."
People always ask me at the airport, and I go, "I'm cash only." Because I had a guy who was doing the Cash App, and guess what happened? All of a sudden, he got a 1099. I said, "No." I said, "Say thank you. I'm cash only. I'm not going to be having no one. Just like at a casino." Okay, I don't have a card. I really don't. When we go to Vegas, but I go to Mystic Lake on a very rare time. And one time, I think I was at Hinckley, and I think I won a quick $500. I couldn't believe it. It was like real quick. And the lady wanted a card. I go, "Ma'am, I'm not here for your comms. I'm here for your money. Thank you." I gave her a $10 tip and left. I'm not gonna. There's no one's business what I'm making at any of the casinos, Mystic Lake or anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It isn't, because all of a sudden you come in and you pull $1,000 out one week, and then you come back. And like one day I was Mystic Lake, and we were going there during the football season, and we would gamble once in a while. And she was wearing a Stanford, a red shirt, the sweatshirt that says "Stop staring at my tits," right? And she was wearing that sweatshirt. So we went there and I got lucky 4 weeks in a row. I won like $200, and the guy goes. And we were talking something about counting cards, and the guy goes, "Yeah, some people come in with their girlfriend with the red sweater." And I go, "She's not my girlfriend; she's my wife, and I'm not counting cards, sir. I'm in the middle." If I was counting cards, I'd be over on third base. He remembered her because I won money 5 weeks in a row. You know, It's like, no, I got lucky. I think I won $200-300, and I would keep my chips for the whole season, and I'd come back up, and that's what I did. But like right away, he accused me of cheating. Like, really? Because I'm winning? If I'm counting cards, you're at third base, because you're the last person to have the last call. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't need the government knowing I'm making at the airport. I don't need that behavior. I'm not using Cash App. I'm not doing it. People are, "You go to Apple?" No, I don't. If you don't have the money, don't worry about it. Just say thank you. It's not a guarantee. Not a big deal. Next time you see me, you want to throw something at it, go ahead. Sometimes I'll begin and they'll hear from last time. Thank you, appreciate that. But you don't do Cash Apps. You don't, because you don't need the government knowing what the hell you're making, Carl. You don't need that behavior. Yeah. They're already in your business as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I always tell people, you're tracked by your phone in the first place. You're when you have your phone. You know what I'm saying? You're already people all the time. Your phone's you're being tracked all the time. So.
It's your best alibi,
right?
If you're not going to be doing anything wrong.
Well, I worked with a guy, and he was cheating on his wife, so she was tracking him. So you know what he would do? He would pretend he's playing golf with his friends. He'd go put his phone. He'd go put his phone under a tree over at the golf course and go bang his girlfriend, and then come back and get it. So she would track him where he's at the golf course. He was there. That's what he was doing. Like, really? You're going to cheat on your wife, and that's all because she was tracked on the phone. I don't track her, and she doesn't track me. Okay? I'm sorry, but that's just not the way it works in our relationship. It doesn't work. She trusts me, I trust her. I always said, even if I wanted to cheat on her, I wouldn't have any time. I wouldn't have time. I can barely keep 2 channels going and more or less working both jobs. Seriously. I mean, I took 2 hours off today. I went over to Edina. I walked through a really cool trail, which will be up on this later on. I walked through it was a very, very cool trail. I did 2 for the adventure, then I did 4 for this channel, 8 minutes long, which I'm kind of keeping 8 minutes, see how they work, just something fun. That would be more fun than even if I did a single banging some chick. That's more fun making a video walking through something I've never been before. Getting literally lost in the forest. I was like kind of lost where the hell was that. I didn't know where I was going because I've never been there before, but I could hear the highway. So that was fun. I mean, it's like what you do. You went out and you did something fun, and I get it. I'm glad I can bust your balls, that behavior that you're actually doing something on YouTube old school. That you're not just getting this reeled in by Sarasota Tim and watching a guy who's just a bold-faced liar, just like keep behind the camera. His behavior. Again, I'd rather choke down Wonder Hussy. There's other people you can choke down instead of this stupid idiot Sarasota Tim who's a bold-faced liar. And I love to lie, but also, they're not truth tellers either. I don't know why people get overly obsessed with this guy. He's not worth it. There's too much you can be doing in your life. You can be building your content, whatever you want to do. Take your camera out, whatever you have, your Pocket 2 or whatever you want to do, and you want to go down railroad tracks, you want to whatever, and want to show a train, talk about it, whatever. There's plenty of trails. You can follow a trail, whatever you want to do. There's a lot of things you can go and do on YouTube instead of wasting good stuff. You can talk about Tim once in a while, say, hey, I heard this, blah, 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 and that's about it. But that's occasionally... Tuesday Tim or something. Every Tuesday, hey, here's my update on Tim, blah, 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 blah. And then you can do that. I get Tuesday Timmy, whatever. But when you get roped into that behavior, it's just like Squirmy and Grubs. There's people that were talking about them nonstop there was somebody for 11 months talked about Squirmy and Grubs, that they were fake. And then that other Foodie Beauty, there's a channel that constantly talks about her all the time. It
just becomes a cancer that takes over your channel. Yeah,
because you're addicted to. So I've watched through the videos. They show her Foodie Booty. It's like, really? Foodie Beauty. It's like she's just this oversized pig who lives in Kuwait. And it's like, I don't know what. She pisses and moans about people. It's like, let the people talk about you, girl. Let them talk about you. Because they keep, I don't understand it. So wants to play my stuff back and bitch, just like the Daily Woo. He doesn't bitch about people talk about. He doesn't say a word. He could care less. Why? Because it keeps him relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Compost Mentis put one of my cuts in a video. I was like, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, thank you. Just like when Barium Exposure put my audio in there. You know what I'm saying? I got the notification from YouTube. I'm like, oh, geez, thanks. He's using my stuff. Appreciate it. You want to take time on it to cut me out? Go for it. I've been cut and pasted. I had a guy one time. He was a Blackhawks guy. And he used my intro for about 2 years when I was on this gang stalking guy. And I go, he goes, anything else? And I go, my Blackhawks will win the Lord Stanley this year. You can book it and you can write it down. And he used that as his intro about Blackhawks. That my saying that on my show. It was funny. He was there for many years. Well, his name was Bear Fan Ron. He was from Chicago. And he was on talk show. He used my intro and other things I'd say about my Blackhawks. He'd go, and Cowpote says, and he'd use it,
Yeah.
And it was funny. I didn't care. He used it all the time. He goes, and let's listen to Cowpote about the Blackhawks. And I'd be talking the Pencil Dick Blackhawks. And he goes, and what did Speculation Sports say, And he would play my stuff back. And I used to send him emails. Thank you very much. He goes, you're welcome. You're entertaining, but I didn't care. It was funny as hell. He would have, but that mark it down. And he goes, then the guy goes, and then there's that. That's what he said at the end when I said it. It was a great, perfectly done. So I didn't expect anybody to clip it, but they did. It was funny as hell. I've been used on other people. I did a Bill Clinton one time. All right, you guys, welcome to week 1 of the National Football League, Wacko Bob Network. And then I did every week for the guy as Bill Clinton as an intro into his show. Bill Clinton did 16 weeks of an intro into the podcast, so all right, man, here we are on Carl's Sports Show, man. It's Bill Clinton, man. It's week 1 of the National Football League. Carl with a K. Here he is, man. Yahoo, take it away, Carl. And then whoever it was, and then they go, thank you, Mr. President. So that's always fun. A few of my friends have done their intro on their phone as Bill Clinton. All right, man, he's away from his phone right now. Yahoo, man. Just call back. I'm with Monica Lewinsky. Yahoo. I did not have sexual relations with that Miss Lewinsky. Yahoo. Because I think I told you when I was over on Blog Talk, I do a Bill Clinton doing the NHL, and some lady thought it was really Bill. Really?
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. Bill Clinton's going to be on my show talking hockey. I appreciate you think that it's that good. I appreciate that. So I said, well, I've known Monica for many, many years. I said, Bill is a friend of the family, and I kept the lie going, and she was just overwhelmed that Bill Clinton was doing NHL. Like, okay. It's not a lie as long as you be the truth, right? It's just, whatever you want to say. But No, it's good to see you out and about doing things substantial. But anyways, I'm at a buck 30 here, and I appreciate you coming on the show.
All right, cool.
And you have a good 4th of July, and we appreciate you coming on, and good luck with your channel.
Yeah, we'll have to see what. I won't know what BlindViews does.
I won't either. He's going to talk about, again, he'll be voice activated. That's what he's going to talk about. He'll be voice activated tonight. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
He'll talk about whatever he's going to talk about and whatever they talk about in there. And if he gets triggered by us, we'll see if someone says something in the chat room. That's all it's going to come down to. Anyways, Karl, you have a good 4th of July. Thanks for having this conversation on the podcast. Appreciate it.
All right.
Continue to better yourself, because you'll go a lot farther along than I will, because you have more people that know you more than I do. So continue on with your probation and continue to be creative on YouTube, because that's what people need. YouTube need people like you, old school, that go show people things in your great state of Illinois. Okay?
All right. We'll see you.
All right. There he goes. Karl with a K. We always appreciate him coming on the show. But yes. Been on for almost, that's it. I looked up on it. Jesus, I've been on for almost an hour and a half. So we appreciate Karl coming on. I really do appreciate it. Barium exposure, build a bridge, you get over it. It's not the end of the world. You can't, it's the way she goes. So, where we at? What's the next one going here? But remember, the military men of the armed forces, we appreciate all you guys do out there. They stormed those beaches. Oh, yes, they did. Without them, we don't have much. One, we've talked about before. Supposed to end all wars. And 2, brown shirts, September 1st, invaded Poland. And then we got dragged in, and they capitulated September 2nd, 1945 on the mighty Mo. Snapped the necks of crowd, freed the Jews. Forgotten in Vietnam, Afghan, Desert Storm. God bless America. But they are the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant. The National Guard, Coast Guard, they're in and out of uniform. We thank you so much for your service to this fine country. Bulls the size of oak trees. Like I said, men went blue, run to problems and trouble. Don't like a cop call a crackhead. You don't like 2 men having sex. Well, consensual. You can't watch 2 women, because that's not a very Christian thing to be doing. And would you shower? In the shower of Penn State? I will not shower in the shower of Penn State. So, make your good choices. Put a condom on. Prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. All that behavior. That's all we're asking. Just put one on. Okay? We don't need AIDS. We don't need all this kind of stuff that goes on. Just not cool. But for some reason, some people just can't understand that. And don't drink and drive. That's all we're asking. Thank you so much. 2 running waters here. Anyways, you guys, peace in the Middle East. Like I said, don't drink and drive at all, because you will be a convicted felon in Canada. You can't go see everybody else. But thank you, Karl. Our buddy out there. Barium exposure. Karl. Casey Grits. Hope you enjoy your weekend with your lovely talented wife. All you guys out there, happy birthday. Have a great 4th of July. Everybody out there. Karl, behave. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky Yahoo. I appreciate you guys out there. Share the show. Enjoy your 4th. Fear Mongering Radio. We are out.